Greetings, darlings. I might have messy hair and a 1,000-yard stare, but we will be getting into it today. Girls, who are they, what are they, and why even are they? I will be spilling these secrets for you today. Because I've been thinking, it's not exactly secret knowledge. Men out there on the internet, men out there not on the internet, men out there in history even, heck, even all the non-men too, like the newbie lesbians, our non-binary heroes, heck, even all the shy straight girls wanting to make a new friend and not potentially scare her off. Literally everyone, I feel, is low-key intimidated by girls, at least a little, maybe just a little. And why are we even like this? Or perhaps a better question could be, why are we still like this after literally thousands of years around each other? I mean, it's not exactly useful for all our make friends and important connections coding. I mean, who even knows, but regardless, I've decided to make what is hopefully a helpful tip video for everyone out there trying to talk to a female, whether it's for friendship, businesship, or for any other reason. Tip number 1. Remember, girls are nearly always human. I feel like a lot of times our main fatal error is often overthinking things. Perhaps I should have put that as the first tip, but literally so many times I feel like there is a lot going on where we either overthink how intimidated we are by someone we perhaps might want to talk to, in which case they end up being placed on an unfair pedestal, or we feel that we cannot relate to them, in which case they end up getting placed into such a category of other in our minds that no matter what we could ever hope to say or do, we just end up being completely alienating ourselves from our target. Job interviews, being advertised that brand new shiny product, people we wish we could talk to, everything like this I've noticed gets placed all on the same pedestal a lot, and none of this is particularly healthy. Tip number 2, ulterior motives. Boy, quit it. She knows already. You might think you're being king subtle, sneakiest of them all. No, she couldn't possibly have a single freaking clue. But trust me, she knows. I don't know whether it's the thousands of years of being preyed upon by creepy individuals with ill intent, or whether it's because we're physically smaller, weaker, and more likely to be picked on than a lot of you guys. But if there's anything shifty going on, we will pick up on it. We will know. And even if we might not let on that we know, because of self-preservation and all of that, there will be no possible way you can ever come back from that once they've made up their minds. Tip number 3. Now, this kinda continues on from tip number 2 a little bit, but if you realistically want to be able to have any sort of conversation with a girl, there's got to be something going on. What are you? Funny? Interesting? Have something that she wants? Do you two have something in common perhaps? Otherwise, why are you even talking to her? Just being attracted to her is never going to be enough. Girls are already naturally a little bit on guard, just being out in that big old wide world. Again, it's our sense of self-preservation. So it stands to reason that if some random just comes up to us out of the blue, we're gonna be sitting here expecting to get our organs harvested or something. It just doesn't add up. Tip number 4, and I cannot stress this enough, is please think of a way to set yourselves apart. Like, I've already warned you all about girls having their guard up, and all our endless fending off about creeps calling us bitches and sluts because we're not interested in whatever organ harvesting agenda they're pushing this time. Whether we're walking faster by the catcalls and those who think sending weird compliments are what owes them a conversation. Heck, we're even just trying to talk with people we already know and like. Without everyone else, we might not even be remotely interested, but who really are you? And I mean really. Why are you likeable? Because sitting here right now, thinking about all the guys I like, it's literally because I know and trust them. And when I think about them in terms of, oh, this is such and such, he does X, Y, Z. Like, for example, here is a mate I'm friends with on Instagram. I like him because he always does the most entertaining skits. He has never been weird or creepy or held any sort of ulterior motives. Here is another another one of my friends. He likes cosplaying all the different bits and pieces of his anatomy, and he is very careful around things like boundaries and consent. And you want to know the main two things my friends here share in common, despite them all being complete and utter polar opposites. Well, they're some of the most fun and amusing people to be around. I never ever find myself thinking, oh, this is such and he is a guy. We just have fun. I feel like we as a society have this unfortunate premise set up regarding the unspoken culture of distrust around our more masculine representing folk. Literally all my male friends that I hang out with in real life, I know and appreciate because they are this and are known for these one or two specific things. Whereas with girls, I'm more likely to just be friends because they're nice, or they factor into my life somehow. Is that sexist? Most probably. Is that unwarranted? Unfortunately, no. It stems from endless patterns of untrustworthy behaviour, in which while you can make any argument you like, at the end of the day, sometimes the risk just isn't worth the gamble. It's a pattern I've seen repeated in racial minorities, the gender imbalance, not to mention a lot of other power imbalances too. I personally have this same problematic coding or mentality directed at a lot of authority figures. I've also seen it manifest against politicians and the police as well. If you take one thing away from this today though, let it be the following. You are awesome and you just gotta make it obvious as to why. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to leave a like, comment and share this video around. I will see you all next week. Cheers!